Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Jones is out there at Brooks. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bulls, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Carter out there with D. And it's White in at the point. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is. And you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Winslow against Porter. Now here's Winslow. Tight defense on him, and they'll keep possession. Makes it off the glass. Valanciunas has got the opening basket of the game for the Grizzlies. And White kicks to Porter. Back to White. Carter on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Porter finds White. D, guarded by Jackson. D, some solid defense there from Jackson. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Pass to White. To the paint. Here's D. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He told me they always have to be alert, and especially against this team because of its discipline and focus. He said we'll get embarrassed if we're inattentive at the defensive end. We must stick with our principles and do the little things. Kevin, they did win the first meeting of the season, and we'll see if they can get it done again tonight.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Which is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We could see them go to their bench early to try and stay fresh.
And the rejection by Jackson.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Winslow, the bounce pass. Jackson has the open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes to D. There's the triple. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Jones against White. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Jones trying to get open. Jackson misses.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now Jones. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Valanciunas finds Jones. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jones against White. To the inside. Carter. And the shot goes down.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
Now here's Jones. At the elbow, it's Jackson. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jones. Brooks outside. There's Winslow. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And for Justice Winslow, the former 10th overall pick out of Duke, he has transformed himself into a Swiss Army knife of a wing player. Gives you a bit of everything.
You know, it's funny to think that not too long ago, Smitty, Winslow was viewed as a defensive specialist.
And in all fairness, that was not too long ago, like you said, Kevin. But what I like now, his playmaking has improved to where he can create for others, and he's getting more and more confident on his threes and scoring.
Here's Jones after the made shot from D. There's the pass to Jackson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
D passes to Porter. D guarded by Jackson. Here's D. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Valanciunas. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
Now here's Jones. Brooks outside. Fades and shoots. On the basket by Jones.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Now here's Jones. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. White against Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Down low, Jackson. No good. Some solid D from D. Outside, LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
Explosive move there by Zach. Quick first step, then a thunderous finish.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 3-point lead. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Now here's LaVine. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Winslow. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
And finished off by Porter.
Because Porter can do damage as a standstill shooter. Defenses often dare him to drive instead.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Many certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are harder to officiate than others. I've always believed that.
It is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is
Exactly.
he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? And they're just very
Yes.
difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point. Now here's LaVine. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Satoransky looking around. Over Jones. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, I'll tell you, Markkanen's not a guy you want to send to the line. Excellent foul shooter.
It's his first trip to the line.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And he makes the first.
A changing of the guard for the Grizzlies. Their star veterans traded away. They held out as long as they could, but it was time.
Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in. And those great veterans, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph had become a part of the fabric, Steve, of the Grizzlies franchise and the city of Memphis.
Tough to move on from that level of connection. All good things, though, have to end.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Clark. That's tipped. Second shot opportunity.
And for Markkanen, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right. He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Satoransky with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Markkanen passes to D. Power down with both hands.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Melton. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. There's the lob to Jackson. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Satoransky. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Passes it to Melton. Feeds it to Jang. Shoots over Markkanen. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Satoransky against Jones. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to Jang. Pass to Melton. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot off the mark. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Hutchison. Up and in on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jang. Over Valentine. Jang, no luck. Jang's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Jones against Satoransky. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Melton passes to Jang. Fades away. It's rebounded by D. Jang's gone 1 of 4 so far. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Melton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Inside, Jackson dishes to Anderson. Passes it to Melton. 5 on the clock. And the drought, it's deflected. Now here's Valentine, guarded by Jackson.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Chicago, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. Chicago ends up going with a new group. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jang. Clark comes in for Kyle Anderson. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Jones. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. D out there with Carter. And it's Porter in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Nice form. The elbow right in line. Zach Levine has a fantastic-looking shot.
Here's Melton. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Kept alive.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Oh, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And the pass to Clark. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Smitty, as we know, there's talk of playing more regular season games overseas. Good idea, or is the season hard enough as it is?
I like the balance where it is right now, Kevin. A few games you get a chance to go overseas, you know, during the season or preseason, but just add more travel. I don't know if it's a good idea.
And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Angelo Gadee, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Brandon Clark.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA. And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skill.
That one falls.
The thing about Carter, even though he loves to play back to the basket, he can also face up and knock down the jumper.
Here's Melton. The rebound by D. D's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 6.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Pass to Hutchison. Back to Levine. Charity stripe shot. Almost, but it rolls out.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. And he sinks the second.
And last year, the Bulls having issues moving the ball was actually a strength for them in the seasons prior.
Totally agree. You look at all the relevant team assist stats. The Bulls were bottom 5 in all of them. This team, they fall into too much isolation for stretches.
Here's Valanciunas. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Levine. He gets it in there. He's got 16.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Jones against White. Jones the pass to Brooks. The shot off that time. Great D that time from D. Down low. Stolen by Winslow. Fast break Memphis. Brooks leading the charge. He kicks it to Winslow. To the inside. Jones. That shot no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Levine. And the jam by Levine.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Indiana. Here's Jones. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Chicago's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And then Carter with the dunk.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Pass to Clark. To stop the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Really surprised a little bit to see him drift out to the three-point line, but I guess I shouldn't be if you can stroke it like that.
Pass to Levine. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Clark. He had 22 points in the win against Indiana.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
There's Winslow. Off target from three-point range. The pass to D. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, in the first half, Jay, you got on the glass. Was this a conscious choice to set a tone with your rebounding?
Hey, it wasn't something I specifically set out to do, DA. It's just a result of playing with high energy, man. Trying to help this team, control second chance opportunities at both ends.
Like Pat Riley says, no rebounds, no rings. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Brooks is out there with Jones, and it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Outside, Jones. Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Over White. Jackson trying to break free. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Goes back up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because the strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so he can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day, you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And then Carter with the jam.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Looking to get back on track here. The rebound by D. D's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's LaVine. Good, nice job down low. LaVine's got 22 points.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
On the wing, Jones. White covering. Jackson kicks to Winslow. Over Porter. Winslow shot is off. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And the Grizzlies shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Pass to Jackson. Kicks to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. And here's Winslow. He's got 8. Jones for 3.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Good on the shot. 24 points for Zach LaVine.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
A nice shot by Carter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Left side, Jones. Brooks outside. Fades back. And it's White with the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Jones kicks to Winslow. Jones against White. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones, that's for 2. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
They need this one. The rebound by D.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
White against Jones. Shoots from 14. Again, the miss by Jones.
And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Now Winslow, he's got 8. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. Here's Valanciunas. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's LaVine. Oh, wow.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Jones against White. Passes it to Brooks. Valanciunas inside. White's there. No good from Valanciunas.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Outside Jackson. Winslow wide open. He fires. And another miss by Memphis. Now the Bulls with it. This run now up to 22 points to 2. The shot's good. White's got 13.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Jones looking for an opening. Now the pass to Valanciunas. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Shot's good from D.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Bulls had Boylan step in as an interim coach last season, Smitty, but decided to give him the keys to the car this year as well.
A surprise move as Boylan immediately was at odds with the players. Management sided with the coach. Interesting message to send to a young team looking to develop.
They get the rebound. Jackson. The shot, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's White trying to get open as Carter. And it's White missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, Che, another double-double for you tonight in the win. Is that something you even think about coming into a game?
Hey, it's not a goal. I don't try to set goals based on stats. Really, I just want to be as active as possible when I'm on the floor. And that usually translates into the numbers, you know? But that's all second fiddle to helping with the team.
Well, you're thinking about the team, and it shows in the way this team is playing right now. Guys?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, there he is, Jay. Big day.
Thanks again for doing this.
Oh, I'm so ready to do it. Let's run everything by one more time, make sure I got it.
Okay, so there's two main goals that we have here. The first is to launch our new customizable GX bottle.
All right, GX bottle, I know that.
Yep, and the second is to establish you as our celebrity endorser.
Got you.
It's simple. Yes, exactly. So I'll start with a little spiel about the bottle.
Okay.
And then I'll toss it to you, and you'll talk a little bit about why you like GX, and yeah, it's simple.
Simple, it's easy.
Totally. Now, the main thing is that we really, really want you to be yourself. No phony self.
Right.
However, there are 3 things we'd love you to hit if you can.
Okay. Yeah, what are they?
Okay, so the first one is the lid ID ring. That's at the top of the bottle. That's where you put your name and your number and the branding of your favorite NBA team.
Cool.
Second is the bottle itself, which is all different color combinations, and you can personalize that with text.
Gotcha.
Third and final is the tagline. Try to hit one of those if you can. It would be amazing.
Which ones are more important?
There's 2. The first is Fuel Your X Factor.
Fuel Your X Factor. I like
and the
it.
second is Reinventing How You Fuel.
That's my favorite one. Reinventing.
Nice. So,
Perfect.
as Reese said, we want you to hit as many of these things as possible, but we still want you to be Che out there. That's why they're paying
I'm
for
Che.
you.
Most
Nice.
definitely.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
Great.
right. Hey, Che.
Yeah,
Break a leg.
I will. Thanks, brother.
Great game tonight, Che, especially on defense. Can you talk a little bit about that side of the ball?
Yeah, sure, you can say that, but not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna have to say hats off to those guys in the other locker room because they played a hard game and it wasn't easy to slow them down. But you know, overall, I think it was Coach. You know, he gave us a game plan that put us in a really good position to succeed. And what we did was we were able to execute that plan without, you know, too many mistakes, and it helped us get the win.
So, Jay, it seems like you're really in the groove tonight. What helped you get going?
Well, you know, we like to play a team game. So everything you get should come in the flow of the offense. I mean, if you're open, then the ball's supposed to find you. Tonight, I was the guy that was open, and my teammates found me, so shout out to them. Ted, my man.
Hey, Che, you got a sec?
I was about to listen to some Kevin Gates, but I got a second. What's up?
You've been averaging 10 boards per game now. How have you been able to make that happen?
Rebounding's a team thing. When everyone's doing their job and boxing out, I can go up there and grab the board. Simple.
Great, thanks, Che. Really appreciate it.
All good, Ted. I'm about to go finish that Kevin Gates album.
Hey, I got 2 phones.
Hey, that's a classic song, man.
My man.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone. It is an exciting day for us today here at Gatorade as we launch Gatorade GX, our brand new customizable hydration system that reinvents the way you fuel. I love GX. I use it every day, but rather than bore you with my stories, I'm going to pass the mic to Che, one of the brightest young stars in the NBA, and he's going to talk to you about how GX has helped him to perform at an elite level.
Hey, thanks, Reese. I appreciate that. Thanks for having me. But like she said, Gatorade GX is pretty revolutionary. And first of all, it's completely customizable. On top of that, they got the lid ID ring. You can put your name on there, your number on there, so you don't have no random guy just drinking out of your bottle by accident. Oh, and you can put your favorite NBA team on there, too. They got all the teams. Oh, yeah, something else I like. You can customize the bottle itself with like a million colors. And you can throw some text in there, too. Whatever you want.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's a great product all around. And it's gonna reinvent how you fuel.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Che, and thank you to all of you guys for coming out. Now, if you look under your seat, you will find a customized GX bottle that you can take home. Yay! And as you can see, there are many, many combinations, so feel free to trade with one another until you find the one that suits you best. All right, thank you.